Nothing is cooler than creativity. That's why Green Dog Colors for Kids is proud to support Fetch on PBS Kids.
And by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Funding for Arthur is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and viewers like you, the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television, and by the Arthur Vining Davis Foundation. And by Polaroid. Exactly what develops when you use a Polaroid camera? A smile? Self-esteem? Oh yeah, a picture. Polaroid. And by
Libby's Juicy Juice. Juicy Juice. 100% juice for 100% kids.
And by Baby Gap.
Reading Rainbow was sponsored by a grant from Kellogg's Rice Krispies, reminding you books are totally overflowing with cool stuff. Get in on it. Wake up to the amazing world of reading.
Funding for the series was also provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, by the annual financial support of PBS viewers like you, and by grants from the National Science Foundation, the Pew Charitable Trusts, and the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations.
Major funding for nature is provided by Canon. Take your inspiration from nature. Leave it untouched by your presence. Capture its image and preserve it forever. Canon, dedicated to preserving the never-ending beauty of our environment. This program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you. Funding for NOVA is provided by the Johnson & Johnson family of companies, supplying health care products worldwide. And Lockheed, a bold new force in systems engineering, management, and technology services for defense, space, and industry. Major funding for NOVA is provided by the financial support of viewers like you.
And by iOmega, makers of personal storage solutions for your computer, so you can create more, share more, save more, and do more of whatever it is you do. iOmega, because it's your stuff.
We see 400 employees in 3 years. At Microsoft, your potential inspires us to create software that helps you reach it. Your potential, our passion.
This program is funded in part by Northwestern Mutual Life, which has been protecting families and businesses for generations. Have you heard from the Quiet Company? Northwestern Mutual Life.
And by iOmega, makers of the 1 and 2 gig jazz drive, which lets you fit 834 million tons of concrete, glass, steel, and inspiration, all in a 4-inch square. iOmega, because it's your stuff.
Science. It's given us the framework to help make wireless communications clear. Sprint is proud to support NOVA.
Major funding for NOVA is provided by the Park Foundation, dedicated to education and quality television.
This program is funded in part by the Northwestern Mutual Foundation. Some people already know Northwestern Mutual can help plan for your children's education. Are you there yet? Northwestern Mutual Financial Network.
Science. It's given us the framework to help make wireless communications clear. Sprint PCS is proud to support NOVA.
And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Funding for this program is provided in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by public television stations and their contributors.
Funding for Zoom
is provided by the National Science Foundation, America's investment in the future, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting,
and by
viewers like you.
Great performances is made possible by Texaco, continuing our tradition of leadership in supporting the finest in performing arts. Texaco, star of the American road. Great performances is also made possible by the National Endowment for the Arts, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by the financial support of viewers like you.
Presentation of Zoom is made possible in part by a grant from General Foods Corporation, and by this station and by other public television stations, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and the Ford Foundation.
Presentation of this program is made possible by a grant from General Foods Corporation, by public television stations, and by grants from the Ford Foundation and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Zoom is made possible by grants from McDonald's Corporation and McDonald's Restaurants Fund and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Major funding for Zoom is provided by a grant from General Foods Corporation. Additional funding is provided by this station and by other public television stations, and by the Bureau of Education for the Handicapped.
Funding for the McNeil-Lehrer News Hour is provided by AT&T. Whether it's communicating the sound of a voice or data, the AT&T network moves information around the country and around the world. AT&T. Funding also is provided by this station and other public television stations. And the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Funding for the News Hour has been provided by AT&T. AT&T has supported the McNeil-Lehrer News Hour since 1983 because quality information and quality communication is our idea of a good connection. AT&T, the right choice. And by PepsiCo. And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And by the financial support of viewers like
for this program was provided in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
The Nightly Business Report is brought to you by Pacific Telesis Group, including Pacific Bell, Nevada Bell, and a growing network of diversified businesses. Our strong first year has set the course for a promising future. Digital Equipment Corporation and the newest member of the VAX family, MicroVax 2. Now every user, project team, and department can afford the power of a VAX. And public television stations across the nation.
Major funding for this series is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the financial support of viewers like you.
Corporate funding for the American Experience is provided by Aetna. For more than 135 years, a part of the American Experience.
As an additional service of this station, Last Stand at Little Bighorn is available from PBS Home Video. To order by credit card, call 1-800-PLAY-PBS.
American Masters is made possible by a major grant from the National Endowment for the Arts and the financial support of viewers like you, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Marilyn M. Simpson Charitable Trust, the Marjorie Carr Adams Charitable Trust, and Rosalind P. Walter. Additional funding for this program was provided by Giorgio Armani, saluting the spirit and achievement of American Masters. Support for American Masters is made possible by the Park Foundation, dedicated to education and quality television, and by the National Endowment for the Arts. Additional funding for American Masters is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, Rosalind P. Walter, Jack Rudin, the Blanche and Irving Laurie Foundation, the Andre and Elizabeth Cortege Foundation, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you. Corporate support for Julia, America's favorite chef, is provided by Cuisinart and by Le Cordon Bleu, in gratitude to a true American icon. American Masters is made possible by the support of the National Endowment for the Arts. And the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Additional funding for American Masters provided by Rosalind P. Walter, the Blanche and Irving Laurie Foundation, Jack Rudin, and the Andre and Elizabeth Cortege Foundation, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Funding for Barney and Friends has been made possible in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and financial support from viewers like you, and by
Mead Johnson, maker of Next Step Toddler Formula, helping toddlers grow up healthy.
Chuck E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid.
Kimberly-Clark, makers of Huggies diapers, baby wipes, and training pants, proud to support the development of happy babies. Funding for Barney and Friends has been made possible in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and financial support from viewers like you, and by Kimberly-Clark, makers of Huggies diapers, baby wipes, and training pants, proud to support the development of happy babies.
Chuck E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid.
Mead Johnson, maker of Next Step Toddler Formula, committed to good nutrition for healthy toddler development.
Hi, you're in the PTV Park on PBS.
Funding for Barney and Friends has been made possible in part by...
By now, your Gerber baby can tell you what she wants. But she can't tell you what she needs. Now's the time for Gerber graduates' easy-to-eat, nutritious foods made just for growing toddlers. just what they need right now, like these microwavable meals, a good source of zinc, delicious, easy-to-eat vegetables, meat, and pasta, the right nutrition at